Warning, this ain't a half-ass video. Just flavors pulled up from live reactions. Yeah, you're damn right. A whole disclaimer before you watch my shit. Now pull the fuck up. G-Dragon, one of a kind. Stay sipping.
I'm just wild and young. I'm just wild and young. Do it just for fun. Hello, ladies, making chores. Yes, sir. I'm one of a kind. Just 많은 건 보던 거.
All right, first off, I let me know right now, because I know y'all said something about the braids and shit. Is that his real hair? Or is my guy wearing weave right now? Pull up and let me know. Just let me know in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Not roasting or nothing, but I want to know, is that his real hair? And then also, I got to say, big cup shout out to the NWA tribute there. Like, if you look at that one of a kind, that right there, to me, when I see that, I see homage to NWA. Pull up.
Yes, sir. I'm one of a kind. Just wanna know. 좀 비싼 몸이라.
Oh! Hold on, he say, bitch, I'm on it? All right, hold on, dog. Let me get these caps on just to make sure I ain't missing not a damn thing. No, I don't want that. Damn, they only give them to me in Korean caps. All right, so I'm gonna have to keep up the best way that I can on this. Let me bring it back just a tad, though.
Just wanna know. 좀 비싼 몸이라. 내 형, 내 누나. What's up? 아이고, 심심하구나. Yo, 내 형, 내 누나. What's up? 아, 잘 나가서, 아, 죄송해요. 전화 한 통이면 달려가. 해고 발발이 공팔이 밟은.
Hold on. Whoever did my guy braids or whatever like that, whoever did get those in, they actually laced them up quite right. And again, I don't know exactly what the hell he's saying, but it sounds like it's freaking slapping though. So I'm gonna need y'all VIPs out there to just help your boy out. You know what I'm saying? Do a little bit of translating in the comment section for me on that. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull the lyrics up over here on the other side while I'm doing this. But I also noticed that belt buckle, Rolling Stones 40 licks, is it?
가서 아 죄송해요 전화 한 통이면 달려가 해고 발발이 공팔이 밟은 말하는 거다 좀 알려봐 난 연희가 1급 사건 남다르니까 그게 나니까 뭐만 했다면 난리 나니까 유행을 만드니까 다 바꾸니까 그니까 이 실력이 어디가 옵니까 Get back 이건 장난 아니야 Young and rich that's not a 말이야 So I'm fast so what it's okay 지금 장난 아니야 장난 아니야
I actually like that he got black folks in this. I'm gonna keep it Kool-Aid with you. I actually like that he got black folks in this. It also looks like he's worn a throwback jersey at some point in his lifetime. Bro's worn a throwback. But I'm loving the fact that he's not distancing himself from us, and he's actually working with the culture, because there seems to be this divide when you talk about like K-pop and like the black fan base and things like that, where there's kind of who came up with what and probably taking this and not giving credit there and all of that. And I just love to see again the appreciation, because for somebody like me, I'm not one of those who gonna get mad because I see somebody who's not black wearing braids. That doesn't offend me. Honestly, that's some dumb shit to get offended by in the first place. And if somebody start rapping or they start dancing because of somebody like Wu-Tang, NWA, Nas, Tupac, Eminem, you know what I'm saying, get your dancing from Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, or some shit like that, you gonna poo-poo that? Like, that's backwards to me. Now, where people are wrong is when you take from a culture and then you try to dismiss the people who you took it from and try to rewrite history and things like that. That's where people fuck up at, and that's across, like, all genre. I'm talking to everybody on that, not specifically just K-pop. But I honestly, you can tell from at least 3 videos in, again, the appreciation. I said it at first, but it was more of kind of a feeling from what I was seeing. But now, 3 video, this being the 3rd video after the last one I did with Anderson .Paak, it's like, nah, bro, like, really, really fuck with the culture, though.
Hey, 지금 장난 아니야?
나 장난 아니야.
Yes sir, I'm one of a kind. 재주 많은 곰보다 요.
That kind of sound like a little Frenchie.
Yes sir, I'm one of a kind. 난 재수 없는 놈, 좀 비싼 몸. 벌써 이제 나는 안 털어빈지. 내 랩은 그녀 진실로 데려가는 페이지. I'm busy. 내 비즈니스에 money 꽃이 피.
This nigga's hilarious. This nigga's hilarious. He's a character. This motherfucker is a character, for real, for real. Dude is hilarious. Bro, it's a doll. And my guy like, move along, people. Nothing to see here. He gonna Officer Bob Brady that shit.
벌써 이제 나는 안 털어빈지. 내 랩은 그녀 진실로 데려가는 페이지. I'm busy. 내 비즈니스에 money 꽃이 피지. 하나 내 노래는 감동이지.
Jamiroquai hat. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care where you're from, how old you are. That's a Jamiroquai hat. Pull up.
I love it. 저게만 놈이 나와 못.
Pimp hand of justice delivered by a doll. Bruh. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and have to get this inanimate object the fuck on up out of here. Yeah. You see the way she just slapped my guy? No. The part that I'm offended on is she didn't baby powder her hands. If you're gonna do it right. She didn't do it right. But bro, you got to have a mean bounce back on that. She just smacked the mess up out of you, bruh. She just smacked the mess up out of you, bro. You need to do what I was doing in the chair when I 360'd. That's how you need to intro back, like, into her face. You know what I'm saying? That's how you need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, she smacked the mess out you, bruh.
저게만 놈이 나와 모델은 휙휙 맘에 영감들은 눈을 밟혀 고개 돌려도 이리 저리 가는 거 고예마게 사진으로도 배대 미친 척에도 없어서 못 봐라 나 때문에 못 살아 Get back 이건 장난 아니야 Young and rich that's not a 말이야 So unfair so what it's okay 지금 장난 아니야 나 장난 아니야 라라라 예쁘게 좀 봐주세요 욕하지 말아주세요 라라라 기억에 받아주세요 사랑해주세요
Oh, got the dragon waving?
One of a kind 재주 많은 곰보다 요 Yes sir, one of a kind 재수 없는 놈, 좀 비싼 몸 Get out, 내 형, 내 누나 있어, 아이고 심심하구나 내 형, 내 누나
No, he did not bring out the Jim Cornette. Oh man, he done brought out the this motherfucker done brought out double cheeseburger, extra cheese, extra onions, motherfucker. I'm sorry, that's just some y'all looking at me like, bro, I don't know what the hell you're talking about right now, but it's some inside joke shit from a wrestling podcast. There was just this wrestling manager who used to carry around a tennis racket, but yeah, if you're a wrestling fan and you know about Jim Cornette, then you know all about that tennis racket. But yeah, for somebody like me, I see tennis racket, I think Jim Cornette. Stay sipping. Okay, like the hype? bro. Hold on. When did this shit come out? Bro just hit my shoulder roll. 13 years ago. God damn, bro. God damn. You came through Texas 13 years ago, bro? Really, though? Saucy.
Yes, sir. One of a kind. I just wanna know more. 좀 비싼 more. Get out.
No. That was cool, and I think it also, so let's see, 13 years ago, let's see, 2016, so that would be, well, if it's 2026 now, so you say this came out in 2013? You know what? I'm actually not mad at him for that, because at a time when folks were really abusing auto-tune, he didn't. He only had it on a background vocal on his track. And I'm cool with that, because you talking about during a time where auto-tune was heavily abused. We're right in the middle of Kanye, Lil Wayne, Future, Migos, mumble rap, and everybody just strictly abusing and pimping out auto-tune, but he didn't even really do that much. And what I would like to say is, even though I didn't know what the hell he was saying, just off of sound, I appreciate the amount of hip-hop that was actually there for that time. Yeah, the pop part is there, but again, I think that's just cultures coming together. You know what I mean? Me, as a hip-hop artist, I wouldn't have eyeliner on and stuff like that. But at the same time, nigga, I've played Final Fantasy games before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen groups and things that, that's just part of what they do over there. So who the hell am I to fucking judge it? Like, that don't freaking matter to me. However, during the time that this came out, and for the amount of actual hip-hop to actually be in there at the time, I thought was dope. I can see also how folks over here at that time wasn't ready for this. I honestly believe that. I feel like America at that time, 2013, wasn't ready for this. This would have got all kind of backlash. I can see it now. Folks would have came with the cultural appropriation, the swagger jack. Oh, just stealing our styles and shit. And back then it would have happened. I'm actually glad that I'm getting onto it now. And I feel like if he was to, and I don't know the numbers on this, but I feel like if he was to tour the States now, it would be leaps and bounds bigger than what numbers he either did or would have done during that time that this came out. Like, if you would have looked out into the audience, you would have seen more faces that look like him in the crowd 2013. Now, 2026, if he was to come to town, I guarantee you're going to see a mixed crowd out there. You're going to see a mixed crowd out there, because we've got, you know what I'm saying, there's been discussion, there's been knowledge and things being shared back and forth, and it's needed. You know, I think even for us, when it comes to hip hop, we can't get caught up in what we created and where shit started and trying to gatekeep, because gatekeeping on anything is sour. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe that. I truly believe that. So, like, for this one, I would go 3 in a juice box on this. I would think this is a good track. This is a real good, solid track. You know what I mean? It does have, while I love the hip hop influence on it, you can tell that he didn't abandon his K-pop roots or anything like that, because the choreography and stuff was still there. So to me, this was, while it was hip hop overall, yes, but when you talk about like sound and some of the dancing, then yes, that's when you could probably get a bit of pop or no, really just pop, honestly. Because that's more in the wheelhouse of like the MJs and CBs and folks of that ilk. So for me, I'd pull up and give this 3 in a juice box. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section how many cups y'all got on this one. And I also let me give another thing. I'm not gonna lie. If the braids was on some bullshit, this would have been a 3. If the braids was on some bullshit, this would have been a 3. But whoever did them shits, they had grease on their hands. Whoever did them braids ate fried chicken before. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, and they probably made it. You know what I'm saying? And the drip was cold. The drip was cold. But if you agree or disagree with my rating on that, pull it up in the comment section. It's right there. Kool-Aid so good, even a diabetic could drink it. And if your ass ain't sipping, you're tripping. Straight like that. Just make sure you sip on that like as well. Pull up a sub and all of that. If you want to sip with us offline, we got the links to our other socials in the description. So go ahead and keep them cups up. What's happening?
Lit better crossed over 45. Head to Pleasant Grove, but some call it Grove side. Dipped on Loot 12, had about 4 G's. Then I hit up Omar for some Dub Deuce D's. Dipped on Syene, now we headed to the side. Remember Dr. Watts, put the goals in your mind. Swung on Metropolitan, stopped at 210, where they holler, eat that love, put that Texas on the end.